kept them number one when it comes to axles. So we find ourselves in a situation where we've got demands on the table. And we talk about fighting for a living wage. That's what this issue is about. It's about job security. It's about fighting for a wage. And let me just suggest this to you. I don't let my blood boil anymore. And we do have a lot of good friends in the media. But it does irk me a little bit when I see articles talking about greedy union workers. Mr. Dell, who is the CEO at American Axle, and I don't know what he made in 94, 95, and 96. But from 97 through this point in time in 2007, I don't know what he's going to get as a bonus after this strike's over. But he's only made $258 million. And wanting workers to work for nothing.
Ooh.
They own 17% of the company, actually 20% of the company. That's another $250 million. So where is the greedy union at in this picture? I want somebody to sit down and talk about the facts and show me. And I'm going to say this to our friends in the media too. And I'll take the hit from the media. They can hit me all they want. I'm to the point where I don't care. The media's not out here talking about executive compensation. In 1976, and I told this to the reporters over here a while ago, you look at the Fortune 500 CEOs, CEOs made, compared to the average worker, 36 times. In 93, 131 times. In 05, 369 times. Where's somebody talking about that? Why is that issue not on the front burner? Like the greedy unions. Seems like they're always on the front burner. And we will fight that issue until we do something about it. It is not fair. And it does make my blood boil when I see what these executives are rewarding themselves with at the expense of the workers. And if you ask them, what are they getting it for? What are they getting themselves for? Is it performance of the company? No. Is it quality? Yes. Who delivers quality? The workers. If you ask them, it's because of productivity? Yes. Who delivers productivity? It's the workers. And the list goes on. So it does make me a little bit angry when I see what's going on. And I do want to say this about Ford. Even though we put out a press release, a scathing press release, about their pay. At least in 05, a year where they lost $12 billion and they rewarded themselves, they gave the workers a $500 bonus. And this year, they gave the workers a $1,000 bonus. So I want to applaud Ford for that, but I want to scold them for what they paid themselves. Now, let's come back here to the Livingston County Democrats a little bit. That's what we're up here to talk about. First of all, I want to thank every person in this room that runs for office, that runs for public office. Thank you. It's not an easy job. And your family sacrifices a lot. And it's grueling to go out there and get elected or to get re-elected. So we, from our standpoint, appreciate everybody that is willing to serve the public. And as far as any other position that people hold, we're glad to see people involved at the grassroots level. It is so important that people get involved. And you look at the turnout you've got here tonight. I thought I'd come in here and maybe there'd be 3 of us. That'd be me and Junior. But you can see something's happening out here. Something is happening. People are starting to get fed up. The issues that we're talking about are important issues. We can make change. But we can only make change if we do it together. And that's where Democrats and unions come in. And unions and Democrats. We have a lot of the same philosophies. We want the same things. We value each other. To us, it's not about who can be the wealthiest or drive the fanciest car or live in the nicest home. It's about reaching out and taking care of people who are in need. So we can do that. Now let me mention this to you. Judy Gettelfinger right here, who sacrifices more than anybody that I know of. This morning, we got to go out to our 11th district convention. Yep, we were right there. I'm committed, I might add, to the media. We were both uncommitted. But we were there. But more than that, we belong to the Community Democrat Club. And to me, it's like going to a union meeting. If I'm in town, we go to our Community Democrat Club. And a lot of people say to me, yeah, the UAW, you go there and then you control the Community Democrat Club. I refuse to give a speech. I refuse to stand up and say anything. But Judy Gettelfinger and I serve on the membership committee. We don't give a report. We just serve on the membership committee. Because it's important for all of us not to stand up here and give the talk, lay the microphone down, eat another piece of that delicious cake, and then leave. That's not what it's about. It's about being willing to go out here. And that's what we do in the UAW and throughout organized labor. We're involved. We work together. Sure, we have our differences, but we, at the end of the day, find a way to get around them. Because what's more important than registering another voter to vote? What's more important than going out and knocking on somebody's door and talking about the issues? Those are the things we need to do, and we need to do it together. We draw strength from each other, we inspire each other, and we all help each other by electing people who will stand up and work for us. So we love it. I love being a Democrat. I love being a union person. Yeah. I do. And I tell you, it is wonderful to see people come out on a Saturday night and do a function like this, where you can help the party grow in Livingston County, but also we're not only helping ourselves, but we're helping everybody. So that's the beauty of it. And you know, Bobby Kennedy had a saying, if you but move a pebble of sand on the beach, you've changed the world. Apply that to politics. Register one more voter. Educate one more voter. We don't tell anybody how to vote. In the privacy of the voting booth, people can express themselves however they want. What we want our membership to be, and those we come in contact with, is informed. We want people to know what the issues are, and then if they want to vote against themselves, they can do that. But at least be informed when you do it. And you know, I told our chaplains, we've got a chaplains group at the UAW, and I went up and gave them a speech, and there were some issues going on that were probably back in the late 90s, and they're talking about morals. And of course, obviously, they're talking about President Clinton. And I asked them, I said, well, what about a homeless veteran out here in the street that fought for their country? Is that not a moral issue? What about a senior citizen that has to make a decision on whether or not they're going to buy food or buy prescription drugs?